Hello YouTube! Now let's take a look at some altcoins. We're going to look at Ethereum, ADA. I think we're gonna look at ALGO as well, Core, Avalanche, maybe Chainlink, and yeah, I think we're looking at those today. So starting off with Ethereum, there is a potential that we're forming some sort of wedge here, and I will probably have to increase my target. You know, I've talked previously about 6,000, but if I draw the fib retrace here and add the just below 8k, and a common target for a fifth wave is actually the 1618 of the wave 4. If we add that, you can see it lines up, and it doesn't matter if the wave 3 ends here or here, it's the same. So it lines up with the wedge and with the 127 retrace. So I think this is it's a possible target for ETH this cycle. And if I'm gonna try to translate that over to the BTC to ETH chart, we might actually get through this monthly supply and all the way back up to the previous top. Originally I thought that this is too common of a target, this top, that we wouldn't reach it, we would front run it. But if my thesis on Bitcoin is correct, that Bitcoin is in distribution, then Bitcoin shouldn't gain much from here, and if ETH is gonna go to 8k, then this is a likely target. You can see here on the 3 month that this is a very strong level, and we have another one up here. You can see keep that one over there. And on the 2 months we could see here. So this level could actually turn out to be a top, in case we breach through this monthly supply. Then I'm gonna look at this level, and this level would line up pretty well with the 8k target for Ethereum. Now ADA, we are currently inside this very strong supply zone, and if we can get through here, then I'm actually targeting $2 as a potential top for this entire bull market. Doesn't have to be, but I'm gonna be very careful around that level. Reason being, we have the 786 and the 886 fib retrace here, and if I draw the retrace here with the 1618 as well as the 1.4, get a $2 level as well. Oops. Similar thing, if I draw the fib extension of this, which I think could be an A, B, and we're now in the C wave, that 1618 extension is right up there at $2.23. So, and this line that I have here is a monthly resistance level. So I think we should be careful once we get up to $2. I will probably take a lot of profit here, if not sell everything, and then look to reallocate once we get back into these levels, which I think will be the next bear market low. And $2 here, if we're going to translate that over to the ADA BTC, you know, I talked about this level in previous videos, and this level obviously lines up if Bitcoin stays relatively flat here, which is my thesis for Bitcoin, to be in distribution, and ADA then goes up here and then sells off in the bear market. Look at ALGO, because this is another fun Dino coin that performed really well from this low. And as you can see, that this is also probably an A, B, C, getting us back into this 90-cent range, because it lines up with the 1618 of this A wave, the 1.27 of this retracement here in the B wave, and roughly with the 0618 of the entire bear market retrace. So this red zone here, this monthly supply zone around the 90-cent level, is where I will lock in my gains here. And then we're probably going to, unless this thing makes new bear market lows, we are probably reaccumulating either at this zone here or at the very previous lows. But if we breach this level, this zone is likely to be taken out as well, and we make new lows. And I know some people are going to like complain that it won't make new all-time highs, but if you take from the actual bear market low up to here, I mean, it's a 10x. That's insane gains. And I accumulated ALGO during this phase here, and it's like from there it's 730%. Like, it's not bad, even though it doesn't break out into price discovery. Still a good profit you're making. So yeah, this level, keeping an eye out here. Let's look at AVAX, because this is another really nice coin. Now for AVAX, I'm looking at this monthly supply, the 786 retrace of the bear market low, and the 127 of this retrace here lines up with monthly support right there. So I think this $84 level, like that will probably be the top for this cycle, and that's where I will lock in pretty much all my gains. Just for the fun of it, we can also look at the fib extension. And the fib extension is actually higher, but let's get to 786. 70, no. So almost. You can see the fib extension is almost the same as my red box here, so think this as well. A, B, C, no new all-time highs, and then a bear market, and then the next bull market we probably see breakouts above previous all-time highs. Chainlink, I know, is a very popular coin. There really isn't much thing keeping this for price discovery at the moment. We have two resistance levels here. Monthly resistance, which is very strong. And clear those and we are good to go. I think this is a very nice 5-wave impulse. This is a very nice 1-2 setup. But whatever goes on here is very strange. Like, you could, unless you had this pullback here, if you had a sideways correction here, you would call this 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then 5, 3, 4, 5. But because we got this big correction here, this just looks ugly. So I don't really know what's going on, honestly. And I really can't tell if we're going to make it 2 new all-time highs this cycle or not. Simply because of this correction here, which kind of fucked up my thesis. Because this could be 1, 2, but you can't get this to another 1, 2 because it's not a 5-way move. So it could be A, B, C in a 1, 2, and that we're starting a wave 3 impulse now, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, but then Chainlink wouldn't have a bear market, basically. So I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't hold Chainlink, so no real worries for me, but if you hold it, I would probably lock in some gains at between $30 and $38. Because there is a potential that this thing, it could break out, but it also could just, this could be part of the whole a larger correction, A, B, C. We were going to look at core. So core, I believe, is completing the triangle here. So A, B, C, D, E, breakout, and we'll see if we can actually, the question is, are we going to break out of this triangle this cycle and reach anywhere from $9 to $14, or are we only going to get the first 1, 2, and then in the next cycle we get the third wave breakout? I'm kind of leaning to the second option. What I'm thinking here is that we come up into this monthly supply in a 1, and then we come back in the bear market in a wave 2, and then in the next cycle we get the third wave breakout, which just takes us to new highs. That's my main scenario for core. But it could also be, I mean, we did close to a 10x here in what, 2 weeks. So it is possible. There is still time in the cycle for core to pump bananas to $9. But this supply zone here is a very important level to keep an eye on. If we just blast through it, then we are going probably into these levels. But if we can't, if we start to lose momentum and start to distribute here, then that's the place to lock in profits. Oh yeah, so that's enough for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.